They treat you like a robot that can just execute a plan without considering your emotional well-being, your relationships, or your long-term sustainability. 17 years. That's longer than most people spend in school, and yet nobody teaches us how to escape this financial prison without destroying our mental health in the process. Today, I'm going to show you a completely different approach to becoming debt-free that doesn't require you to eat ramen noodles for 5 years, or work 3 jobs until you collapse from exhaustion. Most debt elimination advice falls into 2 categories. There's the extreme sacrifice method, where you cut every expense down to the bone and live like a monk until you're free. Then there's the slow and steady approach that takes decades and leaves you wondering if you'll ever see the light at the end of the tunnel. Both of these methods have a fatal flaw. They ignore the human element. The truth is, getting out of debt is as much a psychological challenge as it is a mathematical one. When you're constantly stressed about money, making minimum payments, and feeling like you're drowning, your brain actually works against you. Chronic financial stress triggers the same fight-or-flight response as physical danger, flooding your system with cortisol and making it nearly impossible to think clearly or make good long-term decisions. This is why so many people start debt payoff plans with incredible motivation only to burn out within a few months. They're fighting against their own biology. Today we're going to work with your psychology instead of against it, creating a sustainable path to freedom that actually gets faster as you progress. Let me start with the foundation principle that changes everything. Instead of viewing debt elimination as punishment, we're going to reframe it as the most profitable investment you'll ever make. When you pay off a credit card with 18% interest, you're getting a guaranteed 18% return on your money. Show me a stock that can promise you that. This mental shift transforms debt payments from a burden into a wealth-building strategy. The first step is conducting what I call a debt audit, but not the way most financial experts teach it. Yes, you need to list all your debts with balances and interest rates, but more importantly, you need to categorize them by emotional weight. Some debts carry shame, others anxiety, and some might represent dreams that didn't work out. Understanding the emotional landscape of your debt is crucial, because emotions drive behavior, and behavior determines results. Next, we're going to challenge the traditional debt snowball versus avalanche debate. The snowball method says pay minimums on everything, and attack the smallest balance first for psychological wins. The avalanche method says attack the highest interest rate first for mathematical optimization. Both miss the point. The most effective method is what I call the momentum method, where you identify the debt that's causing you the most mental bandwidth and eliminate that first, regardless of balance or interest rate. Maybe it's the credit card you used for that failed business venture that reminds you of disappointment every time you see the statement. Maybe it's the personal loan from a family member that creates tension at every holiday gathering. Getting rid of these emotional anchors frees up mental energy that you can redirect toward earning more money and making better decisions. The goal is to generate an extra $500 to $1,500 per month that goes directly to debt elimination, because most debt advice focuses entirely on cutting expenses. While reducing unnecessary spending is important, there's a limit to how much you can cut. There's no limit to how much you can earn. The key is leveraging skills you already have instead of trying to build new ones from scratch. Look at what you do in your day job and find ways to monetize those skills in your spare time. If you're good with spreadsheets, offer bookkeeping services to small businesses. If you're a teacher, tutor students online. If you work in customer service, become a virtual assistant. Maybe that's your weekly dinner out with your spouse, or your gym membership that keeps you sane. Every extra dollar you earn feels different than every dollar you save by cutting expenses. Earning money creates a sense of empowerment and possibility. Cutting expenses, especially taken to extremes, creates a sense of deprivation and scarcity. We want to bias toward earning because it's more sustainable and actually gets easier over time as you build systems and raise your rates. The third pillar is what I call strategic lifestyle design. Instead of cutting everything, we're going to optimize your spending around 3 categories. Category 1 is non-negotiables. These are expenses that directly impact your ability to earn money or maintain your health. Category 3 is everything else, and this is where you can cut aggressively without impacting your quality of life. Cancel subscriptions you don't use, reduce brand loyalty at the grocery store, and eliminate convenience spending that doesn't serve a real purpose. The key is making these cuts feel like optimization rather than deprivation. Now let's address the elephant in the room. What happens when you face setbacks? Because you will face setbacks. Your car will break down, you'll have a medical emergency, or you'll make an emotional purchase you regret. Traditional debt advice treats setbacks as failures, which creates shame spirals that often derail the entire process. Instead, we're going to build setbacks into the plan. Assume you'll have one major unexpected expense every 6 months and 2 minor ones every quarter. Instead of being surprised and discouraged when these happen, you'll be prepared. This psychological preparation prevents the all-or-nothing thinking that destroys most debt elimination efforts. As you start making progress, something magical happens. Paying off debt becomes addictive in the best possible way. Every payment increases your net worth and reduces your monthly obligations, creating a compound effect that accelerates over time. The money that was going to minimum payments gets redirected to the next debt, and the snowball effect becomes real and tangible. But here's the most important part. As you eliminate debt, you're not just improving your financial situation, you're rewiring your relationship with money, building confidence in your ability to solve problems, and developing systems thinking that will serve you for the rest of your life. These psychological benefits often end up being more valuable than the dollars and cents. Your debt-free life is waiting on the other side of consistent action. Many people achieve debt freedom only to slide back into old patterns because they never developed a vision for what comes next. Start visualizing your life without debt payments from day one. What would you do with an extra $1,000 per month? How would you feel waking up without that financial weight on your shoulders? Make this vision so compelling that it pulls you through the difficult moments. Remember, becoming debt-free isn't about perfection. It's about progress and sustainability. Some months you'll make huge leaps forward. Other months you'll barely stay even. The key is maintaining forward momentum without sacrificing your mental health or your relationships.